Hi, I'm here. How are you guys today? I'm Florida native. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. I am just in the middle of taking my vitamins. I have 9 vitamins here. I don't know if you guys take vitamins. I've been trying. It's like my first week. You know, we try to start vitamins, and I don't know. I have iron here, vitamin D. I get plenty of vitamin D out in the sun, but I haven't really been outside. Well, today it rained, surprisingly. Actually, it rained about an hour ago, which I was surprised. So I'm just going to gulp this down with my hot water. Hello. Happy week. Happy it's Thursday today, or whenever you see this video. Thought I'd just make a random video and say hello and just check in with you guys. I really don't have anything much to talk about, but maybe we could just sit, you can watch me take my vitamins, and maybe something will come through. Okay, okay. Mm. Okay, that's done. Today, what did I do today? It was a little chilly, still chilly here in Florida. I've got this brand new sweater. I had to do some returns over at UPS today. Let's see, I came home and I saw this bottle of, what is it, weed killer. It was, I won't say the name, I won't say the brand, but we don't use any type of insecticide or weed killer on the property because we actually have a persimmon orchard and we live on the river. I live on the river, so I'm highly against, and I'm sorry for those. I know some people live in HOAs and um, those communities where you have to keep your lawn perfect or else you'll get fined. I totally understand that. Thank God I don't live in that type of neighborhood or community. But I saw this bottle of weed killer that was on the table under the porch, and unbeknownst to me, my sister had found it in a yard. She was hoping it was laundry detergent. She thought she scored a free bottle of laundry detergent, but it ended up being weed killer. So I found out that big mystery of who brought weed killer onto the property, because we don't spray any of our fruits, or nor do we use anything to kill the weeds, just good old-fashioned shovel and pulling them out of the ground. It is quite the task to do, and so far I'm losing that battle with the weeds, but that's okay. I don't I'm not a proponent for those type of products like Roundup and those basically they're poisons, and I know they're effective for weeds for those that need to have it or use it. There are other ways to get rid of weeds. Like I said, we use a good old-fashioned little trowel and just pull them up, by the roots. If you can do that, a lot of that goes into the rivers and affects the wildlife. So I'm going to get off my soapbox, but I was really surprised because I haven't seen that type of chemical on our property, and we definitely do not use that because we've always used like natural type of insecticides, or just did things like that by hand to get rid of weeds. So if you use it, I'm not really judging you, kind of, but maybe find different ways, more natural ways to get rid of weeds. Like I said, we have fruit trees and plants, and we garden here, and living on the river, there's plenty of people in the neighborhood that use those type of chemicals, but they do go into the waterways. They do affect wildlife and the native plants and whatnot. So I just noticed that, where I used to see a bunch of manatees in our front yard in the river, in the last 12 years, honestly, I haven't seen many. And the reason being that some of these chemicals go into the river and they kill the vegetation that manatees eat. So, among other things that pollute the water. So, that's what happened today. I got over it. I will probably dispose of it or just return it somewhere, probably drop it off at a Home Depot or a Lowe's, or, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with that bottle. But it doesn't belong here, and so that was a little surprising. Let me drink some of my hot water. Oh, and then I woke, I didn't wake up, but when I drove up, it's been a little, my sister came by a few days ago, and she knows that the house here, it gets cold. We're on the water, and it's just an old house. So if any of you live in an old house, sometimes it's colder inside the house than it is outside, or it's hotter in the house in the summertime than it is outside. So my sister, I found this, and she sent me, because I know I didn't order it. I'm actually trying to not buy so much stuff on Amazon. I was actually coming back from returning some things that I purchased for Thanksgiving that we did not use. But I thought this was really sweet of her. She got me a desktop heater. Again, this is not sponsored. She got me this pretty green color. And I have actually a space heater, the little oil one right over here. You guys haven't seen it, but, and then she got me, and that works pretty good, actually. It just gets that chill out of the room. And then in this beige color. So the room is big, but it's not that big. But I just thought that was so sweet of her to get this, and I haven't tried them. She's coming over tomorrow to help. She's letting me borrow her printer, because I don't have one here, and I don't use a printer that much. It's always nice to have, because I believe at our UPS store it's like $3.99 per page, and I've definitely spent some money on printing things. But she's going to bring her printer over tomorrow so we could set that up. I have to print some things for my mom, for her accountant. She's going out of the country, so she wants to get her taxes done early. Let's see what else. So that should be fun. I'm going to try to get outside and do a little bit of yard work. So, let's talk about putting good energy out there. I was actually, talking about, putting out good energy for people, meaning for others and for yourself too. And what I mean by that is just being kind. During the holidays, everybody's in a rush. They've got a lot of pressure, maybe shopping and getting the right gift for their family. Sometimes people are just mindlessly doing things and maybe cut people off, or they are in this rush. So I just want to remind you that, sometimes we could slow things down, especially in the holidays. I mean, the whole point is giving and in all aspects of yourself, giving and receiving. So what type of energy are you putting out there? How are you treating others? How are you treating others when the people that you know don't see you? You know, I know my audience, you guys are kind and you practice kindness and compassion for others. Um, but sometimes you're going, especially during the holidays, you might run into that person that might just be a little bit in the rush or not aware or possibly even rude to you. And we could, excuse me, let me get my water. We could react in a way that will exacerbate that situation, or meaning we can blow it up, we could make it worse than it is, or we could step back and evaluate how we want to react to different people. This happens every day, not just during the holidays. It happens probably every day in your life. You know, somebody might be on their phone and they're not paying attention, maybe cause an accident or bump into somebody, just like, you know, in Walmart or a store or a mall or grocery store, and bump into someone with their buggy. So it's just practicing that mindfulness, that slowing down and being more aware of your environment, being aware of how you're treating people, and being more aware of your thoughts and your actions. Because, you know, that during the holidays, like I said, it gets real busy. We're all, you know, working and we're running around doing all the things that we need to do, so we could have that 1 or 2 days with our family, or that break. Maybe some of you are teachers and you get, you know, so much time. You've got so many, you know, maybe you have a project at your work, or maybe you're testing kids midterm exams or the end of the year exams. You're trying to get everything done before like December 20th when you let out for school. So I know my sister does, and it's a lot. You know, she was telling me that she has 2 weeks left, maybe 2.5 weeks, and there's a lot of teacher conferences. Sometimes, you know, she has to meet with other teachers and parents depending on the situation with the kids that she teaches. So just being mindful and being kind, and just being aware this season, so that you're aware of the type of energy that you're putting out in the universe. You know, they always talk about karma, and it's like whatever you put out in the world, you will get back tenfold, they say. Good or bad, positive or negative, lower vibration or higher vibration. So this is just a little reminder just to stay in that energy of gratitude. And, you know, doesn't hurt. In the South, it's real easy over here, because in the South, majority of the people are pretty approachable. They will say hi, they will open the door, they will let you in if you're in a traffic jam. And I'm not saying that other states don't do that, but I've been to other states. I lived out in the West Coast. You know, I've traveled quite extensively. And sometimes, let me put it this way, sometimes people aren't very mindful of others when they do things. And sometimes, you know, sometimes I've done that. You know, I'm not perfect. I've definitely, you know, maybe I was in a rush to go somewhere, and I've, you know, cut someone off, not on purpose. There's many times where I've actually let people in while they're driving, or, you know, they're in a rush, and I could feel that, you know, they are more in a rush to go somewhere than I am. So just being aware of your surroundings and trying to be better. We were talking about that yesterday, just what we can do to be better. You know, we're all on this journey of life. We all have different timelines. We all have experiences. We have sometimes the same experiences at different times of our life. So maybe something that I experienced in my 20s, maybe you're experiencing now in your 40s or your 50s or your 60s. You know, it's just this plethora of experiences that people can relate to, that whether it's in work or relationships, family dynamics, sometimes you will experience the same thing that a friend or maybe even an acquaintance experiences, and based on how you handled yourself during that situation or that predicament or that particular story in your life, right? Perhaps you could help others get through whatever they're getting through. And that's what's the beauty. You know, we are connected, and sometimes we just have to, share our experiences. Of course, we're not telling people what to do, and we're not trying to, tell people how to act or handle a certain situation, because everybody's situation is going to be different. So I just want to give that little reminder that, we all just to take that time to slow down and to be kind, and be kind with yourself, and practice patience, and take some time for yourself. So if you're busy, maybe you have a lot of deadlines due, it's the end of the year, and you're trying to do this balancing act of juggling a family and a full-time job and taking care of everything that you need to take care of. I absolutely get it. You feel like you're juggling, and sometimes you feel like you're not doing it perfectly. And we're not asking for perfection. You don't have to be perfect. But take some time to ask for help. It could be another person, or it could be someone in your spiritual team. You could ask God for help, say a prayer, set your intention, because there's a lot of help out there. You don't have to do it all on your own. And sometimes people use visualization. Some people write things down and make a list. And then you have the universe. Sometimes when you write things down, the universe is going to help you out, especially when it helps others. And you're coming from a place from the heart where you want good for everyone, even those that maybe you've had a challenging relationship with in the past, or you're currently having challenging, maybe butting of heads, or a difficult, maybe a personality conflict. This could be with friends, this could be with siblings, this could be with parents, this could be with anyone. So slowing it down, taking the time, just really be present, being present in the moment. Life this year has actually flown by quickly, and it's been jam-packed for me, and as for you, it's probably been packed and full and busy, and you've gotten a lot of things accomplished this year for yourself, for your family, and in every aspect of your life. And I'm proud of you. Pat yourself on the back. Just give yourself props. Sometimes people don't do that for themselves. I could look back and, I don't need validation from others, but it doesn't hurt to give yourself the validation. Give yourself that positive affirmation for yourself. because you've done a great job. You've done a great job balancing things. You've overcome a lot of difficult things. You know, we all have gone through things, but you have really come so far. So remember where you were in the beginning of the year and look at where you are now. I'm very proud of you. I love you guys. Keep it on. We've got the month of December and we have a whole new year ahead of us. So if you guys have some goals, or if you have things that you want to manifest and things that you want to create, just believe in yourself. If you have things that you want to overcome, maybe certain projects or certain financial goals for yourself, or it doesn't have to be financial, it could be just getting organized. You know, it could be decluttering. It could be simple things, these little things that help you stay on your path and your purpose in life. And that could be many things. It's going to be different for everyone. But believe in yourself. Get out in nature. Sometimes in Florida, this is like my favorite time of the year because the weather is so nice. Sometimes you can't get out there. Some people have, you know, snow right now and it's freezing. Maybe put a jacket on, and if you can find a green space, put your feet on the ground and find a place to commune with nature. And I'm very grateful for all of you guys. I hope that you have a fantastic Friday tomorrow or going into the weekend. And I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.